Picture tens of thousands of people packed into one massive stadium in Massachusetts, all screaming the same name, Taehyung. But what makes this moment different from hundreds of other BTS concerts isn't about the songs or the choreography. It's about one simple thing. The way V, one of BTS's most emotionally open members, closed out that night in a way that left thousands of ARMY at Boston, and millions more watching the videos spread online, in tears on the spot. This wasn't just any ordinary concert. This was the moment Gillette Stadium, home of the New England Patriots, hosted the biggest K-pop show the venue had ever seen. And right in the middle of all that excitement, one small moment turned into a massive conversation across the internet. If you're curious what actually happened that night, why the videos sparked Taehyung-related hashtags trending worldwide, and why this moment feels so personal to so many ARMY, stay until the end, because we're breaking it all down, moment by moment. VO. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, the place for ARMY and anyone curious about the world of BTS, where we bring you the latest updates, goosebump-worthy concert moments, and light analysis of whatever's trending in K-pop right now. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out whenever there's fresh news about BTS and its members. Alright, let's dive into today's main topic. Before we get into Taehyung's emotional moment, let's make sure we're all on the same page about the bigger picture. BTS is currently in the middle of a world tour called Ararang, their first tour as a complete group since the Permission to Dance on Stage tour back in 2021 and 2022. After years of each member cycling through mandatory military service, all 7 members, Jimin, Suga, RM, jhope, Jimin, V, Taehyung, and Jungkook, are finally back together on one stage, and the Ararang tour is set to include more than 80 shows across dozens of regions worldwide. On August 5th and 6th, it was Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts' turn. This was a big deal. It marked BTS's first ever performance at that venue, and it's being called the largest K-pop show ever held there. The stage itself was built as a full 360-degree, in-the-round setup, so every fan, no matter where they were seated, could feel close to the members. A few days before the concert, candid videos of 3 members, Taehyung, Jungkook, and jhope, casually walking around the streets of Boston had already gone viral. Fans who never expected to bump into BTS members on a regular sidewalk were sent into a frenzy, and that moment served as a kind of warm-up before the real explosion of excitement at the concert itself. The atmosphere around the stadium was just as intense. Many ARMY shared stories about flying in from different states, some even from the Midwest, just to get tickets after missing out in other cities where shows had already sold out. So you can imagine, the energy building up at Gillette Stadium that night was anything but ordinary. Local media who covered the opening night on August 5th described the atmosphere with one word: overwhelming, in the best possible sense. Picture this. Every time a BTS member got their individual reveal moment on stage during the opening song, Hooligan, the crowd erupted again and again within just a few minutes. Even for someone watching a K-pop concert for the very first time, that kind of energy reportedly felt like an instant adrenaline rush. That night's setlist itself became a full emotional journey. There were high-energy tracks like Aliens and Run BTS, along with Fake Love, which had the entire crowd singing along at the top of their lungs. But by the end of the night, the mood shifted dramatically. Closing songs like Please and Into the Sun were performed in a much quieter, more intimate way, members sitting or standing still while the stage slowly rotated, so every section of the crowd got a face-to-face moment with them. Moments like these are usually what ARMY looks forward to the most, because this is typically when members deliver their ending mid, a closing message that often turns out to be the most personal and honest part of the entire concert. And this is exactly the point in the night when several small moments involving Taehyung started popping up across social media. For those who aren't familiar, throughout the Ararang tour, Taehyung has become known as one of the members whose ending moments most consistently go viral. A few weeks before the Boston shows, for example, in Munich, Germany, he took the stage wearing a full red FC Bayern München jersey complete with the number 7 on the back and greeted the crowd in a mix of German and Korean. He told the audience that Munich had given him incredibly big memories, and that if he ever got the chance, he genuinely wanted to come back to that city again. Then in Paris, at Stade de France, he was seen visibly holding back tears while delivering his closing message in front of roughly 92,000 people. He shared that it still felt unbelievable to him that a band from Korea could draw tens of thousands of people in France, a country that isn't even their own. The video of him smiling through tears quickly spread across social media, with supportive hashtags trending in his name. This pattern is exactly why so many ARMY eagerly anticipate Taehyung's ending moment in every city the Ararang tour visits. For a lot of fans, these are the moments when his most honest and vulnerable side comes through. Not the high-energy performer on stage, but someone who genuinely values the presence of every single person who showed up. So naturally, by the time Boston rolled around, ARMY's expectations for a similar moment were already running high. And based on the videos circulating online after both nights at Gillette Stadium, that same personal warmth and closeness Taehyung is known for clearly came through again. Whether through small interactions with fans at the edge of the stage, his expressions while greeting the crowd, or the way he responded to the overwhelming welcome from New England ARMY, many of whom said they'd been waiting for BTS to come to their city for years. What made this moment in Boston even more meaningful actually wasn't just what happened on stage, it was also the stories behind it. Many fans traveled from far away, some crossing state lines, just to be there in person. Some shared how they'd tried getting tickets in other cities first, but kept missing out, only finally succeeding once Boston came around. Ahead of the shows, the venue even opened an official merchandise tent a full day early, so ARMY wouldn't have to wait in especially long lines on concert day itself. Special transportation arrangements were also set up, from extra commuter trains to dedicated rideshare drop-off zones, because organizers clearly knew the volume of fans coming in was going to be massive. All of this large-scale preparation points to one thing. BTS's arrival at Gillette Stadium wasn't just another stop on their world tour. It was a historic moment for the K-pop community in the New England region, many of whom would otherwise have had to fly to another city just to see BTS live. Against that backdrop, it makes sense that the emotional reactions from BTS members, including Taehyung, felt especially meaningful to the fans in attendance. For a lot of them, this wasn't just another concert. It may have been their first, or even their only, chance to meet their idols in their own city. As soon as videos from the Boston shows started spreading across social media, the reactions came fast. Many ARMY wrote about how these small Taehyung moments, whether it was the way he greeted the crowd, his facial expressions, or how he interacted with fans at the edge of the stage, reminded them all over again why they fell for him in the first place. Some fans compared his energy in Boston to similar moments from other Ararang tour stops, and many agreed there's a consistent pattern. Every time he delivers a closing message at the end of a show, he always seems to find a way to express his gratitude in a way that feels personal, not just like standard stage talk. Moments like this also tend to be what makes short concert clips spread even beyond the ARMY fanbase. Plenty of people who stumbled onto the clips just out of curiosity ended up getting emotional too, because genuine sincerity tends to be contagious, especially set against the backdrop of a massive stadium filled with tens of thousands of people. If we try to connect the dots, it makes sense why each of Taehyung's ending moments carries a different feel depending on the city. In Munich, he greeted the crowd with a local touch through German phrases and football references. In Paris, he highlighted the sheer scale of the crowd that showed up even though they weren't artists from France. Each city tends to have its own emotional color, shaped by the atmosphere, that city's history with BTS, and whatever spontaneous interactions happened that particular night. Boston carried its own unique weight. This was BTS's first ever debut at that venue, and it was part of a larger lineup of major summer concerts at Gillette Stadium, usually reserved for world-class musicians. So there was a kind of added significance to it. Not just about putting on a great show for the ARMY in attendance, but almost about proving themselves on a stage not typically associated with K-pop. Within that context, the personal moment Taehyung shared with the Boston crowd carries more weight than just a routine concert closing. For many who were there, it stood as proof that even as BTS now performs in massive stadiums around the world, they're still working to preserve that personal connection, one city, one night at a time. So to wrap everything up, BTS's two-night run at Gillette Stadium in Boston on August 5th and 6th wasn't just about a stacked set list of hits and a massive stage production. It was also about small, meaningful moments, especially from Taehyung, who once again managed to move thousands of people in that venue, and millions more watching the videos spread online. It's also a reminder of why the relationship between BTS and ARMY is always described as something more than just a typical artist-fan dynamic. There's a consistent sense of mutual appreciation that shows up in every city they visit, and Boston just became the latest chapter in that ongoing story. Now, if you're curious how the Ararang tour continues to unfold in the next cities, or want to keep up with other BTS moments, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, and drop a comment below. Which Taehyung moment from the Ararang tour so far has moved you the most? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next video. Bye, ARMY. Purple Heart.